Hi everyone, I'm Lucy, and today we have a fun and delicious conversation coming up for you. We're heading to a steakhouse where you'll hear about ordering tasty steaks, side dishes, and even a little chat about desserts. It's full of food talk, so listen closely and try to catch the interesting words and phrases we'll be exploring together afterward. Make sure to pay attention. You might even get a little hungry just hearing it.
Hey Mia, are you excited for dinner? We haven't had steak in a while.
Yeah, I've been thinking about it all day. I'm super hungry, Dad.
Same here. Remember, I made a reservation at Steakhouse Deluxe. It's supposed to be one of the best in town.
I wonder if their steak is as good as you say. I can't wait to find out.
Hello, we have a reservation under Anderson.
Good evening. Yes, Mr. Anderson, we have your table ready for you. Follow me, please. Here are your menus. Can I start you off with something to drink?
Can I have a lemonade, please?
I'll just have water for now, thank you.
Great. I'll be back with your drinks. Take your time looking over the menu.
Dad, this menu is huge. There are so many kinds of steak. How do I choose?
Yeah, they've got everything from ribeye to filet mignon. If you want something tender, you should try the filet mignon. It's soft and melts in your mouth.
What about the ribeye? Isn't that one more flavorful?
You're right. The ribeye has more marbling, which makes it juicier and more flavorful. It depends on what you're in the mood for. Tender or juicy?
I think I'll go for the ribeye. I want something with a lot of flavor tonight.
Good choice. I'm going to try the T-bone steak. It's a mix of both tenderloin and strip steak, so you get the best of both worlds.
Here's your lemonade and water. Have you decided what you'd like to order?
Yes, I'll have the ribeye, please.
How would you like that cooked?
Medium, please.
Excellent choice. And for you, sir?
I'll take the T-bone steak, medium rare.
Would you like any sides with that? We have mashed potatoes, roasted vegetables, and a Caesar salad, just to name a few.
Can I have mashed potatoes, please?
And I'll take the roasted vegetables.
Perfect. I'll get those orders in for you. Enjoy your drinks in the meantime.
Dad, do you think they'll bring us dessert? I saw a picture of chocolate cake on the menu.
Maybe if we're not too full after the steak. But let's focus on the main course first. You know, the T-bone steak I ordered is famous for being really hearty.
Hearty?
It means it's big and filling. You know how I always tell you not to waste food.
Don't worry, I won't waste a single bite. I've been waiting for this all day.
That's my girl.
Here's your ribeye medium and your T-bone medium rare. And here are your mashed potatoes and roasted vegetables. Enjoy your meal.
Thanks, Chris. This looks fantastic.
Wow, look at this steak, Dad. It smells amazing.
I told you Steakhouse Deluxe wouldn't disappoint. Go ahead, take a bite and see what you think.
It's so juicy and tender. You were right. The flavor is incredible.
I'm glad you like it. My T-bone is perfect too. The meat is just the right amount of tender and the roasted vegetables go really well with it.
I think this might be the best steak I've ever had. It's definitely better than the ones we make at home.
Well, we don't have a professional kitchen at home, but I try my best.
You're still a good cook, Dad. But this steak, I don't think I can stop eating.
Just pace yourself. We still have to see if we have room for dessert, remember?
Oh yeah, the chocolate cake. But I might be too full after this. We'll see.
How was everything? Did you enjoy your steaks?
It was fantastic, Chris. One of the best meals we've had in a long time.
I agree. The ribeye was perfect.
I'm glad to hear that. Would you like to see the dessert menu, or are you all set?
I'm really full, but Dad, do you think we could share a slice of chocolate cake?
Why not? Let's live a little. We'll share one slice of the chocolate cake.
Excellent choice. I'll bring that right out for you.
This cake is so rich and chocolatey. I don't know how they do it, but it's amazing.
It's definitely a treat. Good call on sharing it, though. I don't think either of us could have finished a whole slice alone.
Yeah, I'm glad we shared. This way we get to enjoy it without feeling too stuffed.
Here's the check whenever you're ready. Thank you both for dining with us tonight.
Thanks, Chris. We had a great time.
That was such a good dinner, Dad. I'm so full, but in a good way.
Me too, Mia. We'll have to come back here again sometime. But for now, let's head home and relax. I think we've earned it after that feast.
Definitely. I can't wait to tell Mom about the steak.
She'll be jealous for sure.
Hi there everyone, I'm Lucy, and today we're going to look at some fun vocabulary from George and Mia's dinner at the steakhouse. In the conversation, George and Mia had a lovely time ordering and enjoying their meal at the restaurant. They chatted about the different kinds of steak, how they like their food cooked, and even talked about desserts. It was such a nice family moment, but there were a lot of interesting words and phrases they used, so let's go over a few of them together. So first, let's look at the word reservation. In the conversation, George said, "Hello, we have a reservation under Anderson." Reservation. Reservation. A reservation is when you book or save a place at a restaurant or hotel ahead of time. It's a good idea to make a reservation, especially if you're going to a busy place. For example, we made a reservation at the hotel for next weekend. She called the restaurant to make a reservation for 2. Did you know that many restaurants now allow you to make reservations online? It's so convenient. And sometimes, if you don't make a reservation, you might have to wait a long time for a table. It's also common to ask for a name when you make a reservation, so the staff can find your booking easily. It's a simple way to plan ahead and ensure a good experience. Next, Mia mentioned something interesting when she was looking at the menu. She said, "I think I'll go for the ribeye. I want something with a lot of flavor tonight." Flavor. Flavor. Flavor refers to the taste of food, and it's used to describe how something tastes, like if it's sweet, spicy, or rich. For example, the soup has a lot of flavor. I love the flavor of chocolate ice cream. What's your favorite flavor? Is it something sweet like chocolate, or do you prefer something savory like a well-seasoned steak? We use the word flavor all the time when we talk about food. Different cultures also have their own unique flavors in their dishes. Exploring new flavors is one of the best parts of trying new foods. Now, let's talk about a term that was used when ordering steak. George said, "I'll take the T-bone steak, medium rare." Medium rare. Medium rare. Medium rare is a way of cooking steak where the inside is still a little pink, but it's not too raw or overcooked. For example, he ordered his steak medium rare at the restaurant. I prefer my steak medium rare for the best flavor. Cooking steaks can be quite an art. There are different levels, like rare, medium, and well done. Some people love the juiciness of a medium rare steak, while others prefer it cooked more thoroughly. It's really a personal preference, but medium rare is a popular choice for steak lovers because it balances tenderness and flavor. At one point, George talked about the T-bone steak, and he said, "The T-bone steak I ordered is famous for being really hearty." Hearty. Hearty. The word hearty means something that is big, filling, and satisfying. You can use it to describe a meal that makes you feel full and satisfied. For example, we had a hearty breakfast before hiking. The soup was hearty and warmed us up on a cold day. Hearty meals are often the kind of food that makes you feel cozy and warm inside. Think of big stews, rich soups, or, like in George's case, a big T-bone steak. They're often perfect for when you're really hungry. Hearty meals are also common during special occasions like Thanksgiving dinners. So, the next time you're super hungry, ask for a hearty meal. Mia got excited about dessert, and when George talked about it, he said, "Just pace yourself, we still have to see if we have room for dessert." Pace yourself. Pace yourself. To pace yourself means to slow down and not rush, so you don't do something too quickly. For example, pace yourself when you're running a marathon. He was eating too fast, so I told him to pace himself. When we eat too quickly, we might get too full, or even feel uncomfortable. That's why it's important to pace yourself, especially when you're enjoying a big meal. The same goes for any big task. Taking things step by step helps you finish without getting tired too fast. It's a useful phrase for all kinds of situations, whether it's eating or doing a project. When the meal was over, Chris, the waiter, asked George and Mia, "Are you all set? Are you all set? Are you all set?" This phrase is commonly used in restaurants to ask if customers are ready, either for the check or to leave. For example, the waiter asked if we were all set before bringing the check. "Once you're all set, we can go." "Are you all set?" is a friendly way to check if someone is ready for the next step. You might hear it not only in restaurants but also when you're preparing for something. It's a nice, polite question that helps make sure everything is in order. Next time you're at a restaurant, listen for this phrase. It's used a lot. As they finished their meal, George said, "Let's head home and relax. I think we've earned it after that feast." Earned it. Earned it. To earn something means to deserve or receive something because of your hard work. In this case, George felt like they deserved to relax after a big meal. For example, after studying all week, I earned a day off. He worked hard, so he earned that promotion. When you've worked hard at something, it feels great to say that you've earned a reward. Maybe it's a break, a special treat, or even just some quiet time. Earning something makes it feel extra special because you've put in the effort. So whether it's a big meal or a relaxing weekend, don't forget to enjoy what you've earned. Mia talked about feeling full after the meal and said, "I'm so full, but in a good way." Another way to express this is by saying stuffed, stuffed, stuffed. Stuffed means you've eaten so much that you feel completely full. For example, "I'm so stuffed after that huge meal. We ate a lot at the party, and now I'm stuffed." Stuffed is a fun way to describe that feeling when you've eaten way more than usual. We often feel stuffed after big holiday meals like Thanksgiving or birthday parties. It's a casual and common word to use when talking about eating too much. But remember, sometimes it's good to pace yourself so you don't feel too stuffed. During the conversation, Mia said she couldn't wait to tell her mom about the steak. George jokingly replied, "She'll be jealous for sure." Jealous. Jealous. The word jealous means feeling unhappy because someone else has something you want. For example, she was jealous of her friend's new phone. I was a little jealous when I saw his vacation photos. Feeling jealous is something we've all experienced. It can happen when someone has something we'd like to have, like a cool toy or a fun trip. But it's important to remember that jealousy is natural, and talking about it can help us understand why we feel that way. And sometimes, being happy for others can make those feelings of jealousy go away. Another term related to steak is marbling. In the conversation, George said, "The ribeye has more marbling, which makes it juicier and more flavorful." Marbling. Marbling. Marbling refers to the small streaks of fat in a piece of meat that make it tender and juicy. For example, "This steak has great marbling, making it very tender." The marbling in the beef gives it extra flavor. When we talk about steak, marbling is something many chefs look for in a quality cut of meat. It helps keep the meat juicy when it's cooked, making each bite more flavorful. Different cuts of steak have different levels of marbling, so it's something to consider when choosing your meal. The next time you order steak, try asking about the marbling to see which cut might suit your taste best. So, that's it for today's lesson. We've covered some great vocabulary, including how to talk about steak, eating, and dining out. If you have any questions or want to discuss more, feel free to leave a comment. I'm looking forward to hearing from you, and I hope you enjoyed the lesson. See you next time.